There's a ton of elements that can make a game awesome. But one of the most important, albeit most overlooked things, is the world that the game actually takes place in. And in my gaming career, I've visited countless worlds. Some have been beautiful and in need of saving most of the time, and others have just been the stuff of nightmares. But either way, they each have their own charms. So here are my top 5 best video game worlds. Starting off at number 5, we have not so much a world, but a galaxy, which I explored during my time as Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect series. It was a galaxy of many cultures and a variety of architectural styles, ranging from high-tech to, well, the ghetto. The second installment in the series really took us to some of the darker corners of the galaxy, which I really enjoyed. And let's not forget the multitude of bars to choose from. In 4th place, we have the beauty that is Red Dead Redemption, simply because its vast deserts and breathtaking horizon really made me forget how long I was actually riding for. Although it wasn't a place without danger either. The Old West, you must always be vigilant, or else a cougar might sneak up behind you and tear your face off. Coming in at number 3, we have Silent Hill. Now, an eerie town full of twisted creatures that want to do terrible things to you is bad enough. But it gets worse as reality falls away around you, leaving you with a distorted version of the world that looks as though every service might give you tetanus if you're not careful. It even translated well into film a few years back, which is really impressive for a video game. At number 2, we find the world of Solid Snake in the Metal Gear series. It was a world of war, but unlike other war games, it added a bit of a sci-fi edge with a pinch of style, the result being one of the most interesting worlds to explore. Unfortunately for Snake, he was forced to see most of it through the hole in a cardboard box. And finally, at number 1, we have the world of Shadow Hearts. What's that? You've never heard of it? Well, to be honest, I'm not surprised. Shadow Hearts was a trilogy of games released back on the PS2 a few years ago. But it still sticks out for me as one of my favorite worlds that I've ever come across in my travels. It was an alternate version of, well, our world, around the time of World War I. Throughout the series, you got to travel through real cities in both Europe and the US. Sometimes you'd find yourself walking through the streets of Shanghai, and others exploring Russian palaces. Its setting also gave you the opportunity to interact with awesome historical figures like Al Capone and Rasputin. It was like a history lesson, except with magic, Zeppelin gunships, and giant demons. So maybe don't use it as source material on your next history report. I hope this gives you a reason to look back on the worlds that you've been to. So which is your favorite?